Should I do it? Welcome to my video on, this is going to be a breakdown of a Smite support game I had, but the Smite support isn't me, it's Tilterella. I faced Smite support as myself, and so I'd kind of like to go in and break down this strategy from both the opponents and my perspective that this game was happening in. And I think that'll be really nice because they're actually removing Smite support. They deemed it too powerful, I guess. Smite is going to be only on jungles in the next patch, so this is going to be a nice little send-off, I think. I just have to, I'm going to remove my camera so you can see everything. So, got some goofy music playing because, of course, playing when you know, against a Smite support, when you're queuing support, trying to get Smite support so that you can play it, and end up facing a different Smite support is a very wild thing to have happen. So we're going to talk about it. Tilterella's strat, very simple, right? He's going to try for some kind of invade. Bel'Veth probably pinging to go into topside, and so they're invading my topside, right? I'm aware that they're there, and I am here to try to prevent any kind of nonsense from happening. And of course, nonsense is happening because he lands a full Leech Charge Q over the wall. My Sona does not flash in time, and she gets herself killed. At this point, everyone is basically, my ADC is already flaming Sona. That's exactly how you want to start a Smite support game like this. So, of course, I already have this warded, or actually I ward right there, because I do not want there to be any chance of him being able to get this. I pinged exactly what he's going to do, and so we start beating him up. He's hoping that this is lower so he can like try to take it, but he smites too early, and I basically just get a free kill, right? Free kill going over to me right away, not letting him go too crazy. Right, and I can heal up that damage. It's not like Bella joined him. She just wants to full clear normal. If Bel'Veth had came with, that would have been a huge problem. His jungler doesn't understand the strategy. It doesn't go with, so he tries it by himself. She doesn't understand, like, hey, maybe you could even go into the top side or something, because Bel'Veth, very, very hard champion for me to deal with early. And I pinged he might go bot lane, and it wasn't him, it was Bel'Veth that went straight bot, and they killed the Sona again. Great. So it's already, kind of tilting, seeing what's happening on the map, because I know exactly what he's going to do, right? So I'm pinging it. Like, hey, he's going to be constantly trying to go into the jungle and seeing what he can steal. So of course they're going to come, and we're here for it. We're ready for it. Smite. Get that off. And I flashed this wall. I shouldn't have. I should have just let myself die. But, of course his strategy is working, right? All they got to do, like Kai'Sa, 3 kills, way too fed early, right? Sona died again somehow. Like, his game is practically over for me. Like, ADC's fed, support, is doing the support in his own way. Like, the game is going to be hard for me. So, of course, I'm going to look for a gank because I see the Sona running up here. Bel'Veth can't hit that champion, but she can't really walk up super easily. And eventually he's just going to bleed out, right? There's not really much. She can't really kill us, and we can kill him. But that's basically how it works, right? We can't really kill her. Right, she goes and she takes a recall here. Or I don't know if she recalls, actually, but she decided to go for this first. I guess she didn't want to fight me, which is crazy. That's a horrible insight by her, because she could have easily checked and Volibear could have moved. I don't really have the way to kill her, so she's just a Masters player, basically. Or Grandmaster, I should say, because it's a Grandmaster lobby. But Grandmaster in this season. So of course I've got nothing else to do. I'm just like, I see this rotation, so I just run straight at the Dragon Pit, because of course he's dying here and she's dying here, so on that kind of reset, I'm walking straight towards the Dragon. I know that if there's a time I'm going to get Dragon, it's going to be right now, so I just go straight for it. And so sure enough, my team comes. Not super helpful, but Malzahar not clear is not bad. He smites, or he tried to jump in for it, but I just have the better smite here. Right, I just basically got that in time. Very good by me, because if he steals that, this game is in a huge amount of trouble. But I could have pulled it, but pulling it would have taken extra time, and so like it would have been a lot closer if I had pulled it. Of course he's using the Hex Flash strat to try to actually get, to kill me, right? And not to kill me, to kill the buff and completely prevent me from playing the game. Of course I'm forced to give grubs. There's no way I can contest after doing that dragon, so I'm just full clearing, trying to get Rod. Of course he's looking to try to invade me, so I ward that, completely aware of what he's trying to do. Right, this Hex Flash stuff is a little bit silly, you could say. She doesn't have form, so she can't jump the wall. But you know, if my my attachment here, right, is the Malzahar, which like I could have ulted him earlier in the hopes that he would do this, but I know that he's just gonna ult and stand in one place. So like, if it had been attached to Sona, maybe I could have hoped, because like it's like, man, if it was, you know, I ulted this anyway, hoping that maybe he could get there, but he's not gonna get there in time. Anyway, this fight not gonna go very well because I kind of overestimate my team's damage, hoping that they can do at least something here. But they, you know, the Malzahar does not have any mana, and he doesn't have like Presence of Mind or anything, so they barely kill him with auto attacks, which is kind of embarrassing, honestly. Yeah, Sans KS's and dies to me. Good thing I hit him at one point. And like, this game is still looking really hard. Like, they're 2k up. Like, you know, it is what it is, right? They have good scaling with Bel'Veth. But so do we. We have Sona, Taric, right? Like, we have really good scaling with the Vlad as well. I have the Rod off that kill that it gave me, so being able to get the Rod there without needing to recall for it, really, really big. Really good that he died to me there. And I've still managed to keep myself up a little bit on objectives, considering that I at least got Dragon. So, like, his strategy is working, albeit it's a lot because of just Sona being Sona. Right, and, like, this is so ridiculous that they die like this. He's actually just gapping this Sona, and it's not even close. So it's like, alright, well, I guess I'll just go back to my camps. Right, just full clearing. Don't have anything to do. I'm basically just waiting for more objective fights. Of course, this guy's overextending a little bit. Right? He's thinking that he can kind of cheese me, but I just have too much sustain with the fully completed Rod. So there, it's like, I full cleared my jungle, Dragon spawning, I want to get to Dragon. And, if you know how spoilers work in this mode, you can tell what's about to happen. So, we're trying to get these grubs. She goes over the wall. I'm just trying to prevent a grub from being killed, and sure enough, I do. He actually has a good flash there, and Ahri misses practically everything. And so we're just sitting here beating up this volley bear. Sure enough, he's dead. I thought she would have dashed this way. I was wrong. It is what it is. So we get the grubs. And of course I'm walking down because I'm like, hey, I kind of want to look, at least get some vision here, and they are literally just waiting for me. I thought that they would be waiting for me like over here. Sure enough, he was like completely reading me, and so I just immediately die. That's not even like I have no chance of living there at all. Right, like that Sona should not even be trying to save me there at all. That is like a 2 versus 4 and you're playing Sona. So that was my bad. But I mean, that's just complete bot difference coming on by these two. So like, you look at this game right now, like I look at this game like this game is so cooked. Like there's no way. Like look at what's happening. Like my bot lane support has died 8 times in 12 minutes. Like you know, what am I supposed to do with this game? 2-0 Bel'Veth, 2-0 mid laner, 9-1 Kai'Sa. Like how do I come back here? The 3k ahead, which is actually kind of funny that we got 3k. Because the Vlad is doing pretty well for himself in the top lane, and Mel's is doing all right, considering, you know, his lane opponent hasn't died. So not much I can do, right? I'm just kind of casually looking, seeing if I can get somewhere, get some kills. But you know, like anything that I try is just gonna fail. So I should really just not even be playing like that. Like I should just be waiting for my camps to spawn, and then just like trying to scale the game out instead of trying for any kind of play. This Vlad made a mistake walking back in. I'm not going to go back and show it, but I was watching that. The Vlad completely misplayed and just walked straight back into the volley bear. So, like, yeah, this game is totally cooked. 5k down. Like, how are we going to live? Like, top tower falls. Like, we have only tier 2s now. And, you know, not much I can do other than, like, you know, keep looking for a little bit of gold here or there, wherever I can find it. So, you know, it's like, okay, what can we do? I actually thought that I was going to get cheese here, so I actually ran away. But Bella was in her top side, and Scion is going for the mid player or mid laners. So, ended up taking it. Get away just fine. But yeah, so it's like, okay, 6k down. What's really gonna happen? We look for the Ahri. He actually almost kills her, not quite. She probably lived with like 1 HP. Like, I'm actually curious, did she live with 1 HP? $19 or something. Still ridiculous. You know, I ulted, I wasted my ulti because I thought there was Vel'Koz there and there wasn't. Yeah, cooked game. But, you know, we start coming back. We find a way, like my rod is stacking. They make some mistakes for sure. I think this Vel'Koz is, or not Vel'Koz. This Volibear is walking up, and the Bell is trying to get some kills. I smited for the phase rush there. Sona's getting jumped, but I don't care about that champ. Double stun. I managed to flash out. And so Bel'Veth dies, Volibear dies, Scion's gonna die. Right? All the kills go to the Vladimir, which is really good. Because he's really good against melees. That AP damage is hard for them to deal with. And so that's also going to give us Herald. Not much they can do about it. Simply, I don't have my ulti, so I'm just going to farm and not really look at Dragon because there's no way I can even contest Dragon without ults. And everyone's on the opposite side of the map, so I give this up. I know what they're trying to do. They're just trying to invade me as much as possible. Of course, they're looking for Vlad, and they're going to find him. He should have W'd that. But Sona actually ults, and they are once again overextending. The Kai'Sa's here this time, and she's got a lot of money on her if we can catch her. So she dies because they are just trying to kill Vladimir, who's fed, and has a Sona and a Taric. So of course, like, you know, what can they even do? I didn't know that they were going to keep going like this. Ahri misses everything. Very cool. So yeah, they're fighting, and meanwhile I'm just farming for an item. Because I'm actually going Iceborne Phase Rush this game. I'm going Iceborne Phase Rush because I just don't have a frontline. And so I can't go like normal supportive items. I need to go something that actually like applies slows because we don't have good CC. I mean, we do and don't have good CC. It's not reliable enough, though. They're going to be standing on my face, and slowing them is going to be really, really good for my backline kind of team. So, game continues. They gave ship shutdowns, and my Vlad is, of course, stacked with the Dark Seal. My Sona has 10 deaths already. Wild. We're just going to keep going through it. I want to keep it as compact as possible, right? Don't necessarily want to watch a full game like this, because when the boring things happen, no point really seeing that. Right? Just trying to make sure that he doesn't steal any of my jungle. I have my Iceborne proc, I'm trying to get off on him, but he's also pretty fast. I don't know what he's got for secondary. Kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah, and then this, yeah, the Bel'Veth here just kind of thought she was gonna just go and kill this guy. Which he flashes out, she flashes in, he just ults her instantly into my chain CC, and so she's now stunned into the Caitlyn ult. Like, I wish I would have got that. If I would have got that, I could have followed this way easier. Because without a Bel'Veth, right? This guy's trying to split, but I made sure that one grub I have, you know, instead of 6 grubs, they have 5, so he can't take this as quickly. Still quickly, but not quickly enough. So I start up the Altakan, because they don't have a jungler here, but they have a Scion. So I'm pinging Scion, I'm saying, hey guys, like, please don't let Scion near this thing. Because he's actually going jungle item, and so his smite is not that bad. Yet, however, it is only 600, and I have 1200. So I have absolutely no excuse for this smite, which, yeah, my bad. I definitely did not think that everyone stopped hitting it. And I timed that wrong, and he just manages to smite away from me. Very embarrassing by me, but that did happen. But also, like, the Sona flash Q auto kills the Kai'Sa. That's a pretty good kill on Kai'Sa. Definitely did not need to give up the Antakan the way that I did, but mistakes happen, I guess. That could have been a game-losing one, but not in this case. as you'll soon find out. Right, because we have now scaled, right? They gave a couple shutdowns. Vlad's pretty fed. Like, my Caitlyn's not super fed, but she still has 2 items. Like, she's going to deal damage. I'm starting to work into the rest of my items. I'm like, guys, don't fight, please. Please don't fight. So here, let's just watch it casually. Because right now we're just going to basically 5-man dragon, and they just give it up. They're like, alright, we're just going to keep splitting instead of fighting this. Which is a fair trade, so they're going for two tier 2s instead. Not the worst trade, because like I can't walk through this jungle. There's just no way. It's not safe enough for me. So I kept going, thinking that they might siege, but they didn't siege. But they are still looking. So up here, the volley bear is going a little bit too crazy. Tries to find an engage, dies instantly. Caitlyn gets pretty chunked, but not enough. So we're still, we still looked for this actually. How did we get this kill? Got a little bit distracted. So I'm just running up. Right, I see her do this. Yep, E into the flash. Yep, she let herself get jumped there. Boom. I've still got my blue smite and a Sona to give me movement speed, so she's kind of stuck up here, right? Everyone's kind of stopped trying to kill her, so of course, what is she going to do? She's going to try to kill that Sona, but I am Taric and she is Sona, which, guess what? She's just not going to be able to kill there. So, Velvet dies once again. That's probably Volibear's fault. Ahri died. ADC dies for that, probably is what happened. And, things are going to slow down a bit. Baron spawning, trying to get some more items, see what I can get. Right. Almost enough for Mikhail's, but not quite. Trying to go Mikhail's. Have this fight break out. Once again, Volibear is playing a bit too aggressively here. I just see him. Gonna stun lock him. He doesn't do much damage to me, not with his build. Then my whole team is here. So, like, what is he really gonna do? He's suppressed. We just stand on top of his face, and he has no follow-up because Bel'Veth isn't there and Sion isn't there. Sion's actually in the top lane trying to split, and he's like, hey guys, don't fight, I'm splitting right now. And then suddenly they just keep fighting anyway. Of course, Vlad is ridiculously fed, so they have no chance. And over here, I actually got Ahri's E, or I got her ulti out pretty easily by using this blast plant. Yeah, so I forced her to ult, because I know that if she doesn't have her ulti, she's not going to be able to play these later fights, and her team dies anyway. After that, very simple. I say I have no smite, guys. Sion, please keep him away from the fight, and they kept him away this time, so he has no chance of getting in. So his team could have, like, played split better, they could have played team fights better or whatnot, but at this point it's like, we've completely turned around the gold disadvantage. Like, the Smite support was definitely helping his team early enough, but his team is just not, like, they gave away their shutdowns, they're disrespecting Vlad, they were disrespecting me, and even, like, Sona in a way, and they're just not playing together at all. And so at this point, it's like we know that they played to kill the Malzahar, so we just have to engage. We just dive completely right away because they don't have the damage without their Vel'Koz. Like, yeah, Kai'Sa's there, but she can't walk up. Vlad will just kill her instantly. So they're trying to go for this, but we are just taking their entire base in front of their face. And we just have to stand here and watch, because thinking the one inhib is not going to save them from our siege. And Malzahar is TP if he wants to TP in too. So I go ahead and ult. Here it is, right? The end is here, so I'm just hitting the Baron, right? So all we need to do right now, if we're playing Malzahar right now, we start TPing, and which he does. So even if this Vlad can't do this, this game is over. As the Malzahar got stuck, but he was about to auto it too. So that's the end of the game. 31-31. Very close. Very nice to see the Tilterella. They really should have just ran my blue buff together rather than what they did. Sion running at it by myself. He could have probably just started my top side even. He probably just could have completely stole my top side, but he went for the invade. Like, if he just takes my top side, like, I'm totally screwed. Like, there's nothing I can do if he takes my top side, or if they run into my blue buff together, but he just gave me a free kill to start. So, if he had played it a little bit smarter, I probably would have been screwed, but it was also his team in the late stages, like, just completely being disrespected by the volley bears engaged, the Ari's missing everything. Like, Kaisa was doing really well, of course, but couldn't convert that lead. She just can't really hit our team a lot like she wants to, because she just gets blown up or ulted. But that is it. So really sad to see the Smite support go. Because if I look at like, where is it? True damage dealt, maybe. Oh, true damage to champions. Oh, damage dealt to champions. Damage, total damage. Yeah, true damage dealt. So you go to this, you find out that you know, where is this true damage coming from? And that's coming from the smites that he's supplying to Bel'Veth's jungle and, you know, stealing camps and whatnot. So obviously that matters a lot. But yeah, so that was the game. Really sad to see Smite support go, but that's what Riot has decided, so that's about it.